Hi, grade 3 through 5 families. Thank you so much for joining us. Whether you are joining us live virtually or whether you are coming back to join us to watch after the event, thank you so much for taking the time to learn about the tools that are being sent home with your child to help them with their reading practice at home. We really appreciate you taking the time to be with us. So this video is to help you go over the tools that are coming home. Every child at St. Lucie Elementary is going to get a folder, and this is what our 3 through 5 folders look like. So if we have a 3rd grader, a 4th grader, or a 5th grader. When you open up the folder, on one side you're going to have a thank you for joining us. You are also going to have 3 texts. These texts will be different based on the grade level that your child is in, but there will be 3 different books. Some of them will be longer, some of them will be shorter. They will be 3 different books. These are your texts. And here are all of the family tools that you have at your disposal to help you with your reading routine with your child at home. There are things to help you, there are things to help your child, and there are things that your child can physically use to support their reading routines at home. So some of the things that you will find 2 bookmarks, 1 small bookmark. This bookmark is probes that you can ask your child or that your child can ask themselves. They say things like, I wonder why, what is the purpose of? So these are all probes that they can complete the sentence of. And on the back, it has before, during, and after reading. What do we do before? What did we learn from looking at the text? What did we learn from the title? Things like that. What do we know? What did we find out during? And now what do we know after? Speaking of before, during, and end, we also have a slider. Some of our students like to physically interact with the beginning, the middle, and the ends of books. And this slider has a bead on it that allows them to physically move from the beginning to the middle to the end to keep that learning and motion, because it helps them to physically move. Are we in the middle of the book? Where is the middle of the book? What do we know about the middle? That physical touch sometimes really helps them. So you have 2 different bookmarks, a slider and a probing bookmark. You also have a ring of questions. In this ring of questions, it is color coded. So things that will help our parents are blue. These are things like, what do you think the book will be about? All sorts of probing. And if your child is having trouble, these are all sentence stems. I think blah, 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 blah. And they can answer. So these are questions you can ask, and these are ways your students can answer for all different strategies. So again, parents are blue, children are yellow. And then some information for you. I put in here 3 different things. What does it look like if my child is a beginning reader, and what am I looking for to help support them? If my child is a middle reader, or if my child is an advanced reader. What does it look like? How can I help? And what questions can I ask? So you have a little tools for you, and then Scholastic has actually provided you with information about every single one of your texts. So you have a wealth of information. Some of it you will like and interact with, and some of it may not be important for you, and that's okay. We wanted to make sure that you had lots and lots of tools. Please don't feel like you have to use every single one of those tools. You might like one more than the other, and that is perfectly fine. But they are there for you to support you if you would like. So again, you have texts and a thank you, and then on the other side, you have all of your tools that you can use if you so choose. All we want is to thank you so very much for taking this first step to practice with a reading routine at home. Thank you, thank you, thank you.